Welcome back to another episode in the Tennessee Titans franchise, and today we're gonna be playing the AFC Conference Playoff game, and we're gonna be playing the Kansas City Chiefs, so this is gonna be an easy game, right? Hyper air quotes, by the way. Thank you for joining me here for another episode here in this franchise. Really enjoying it, by the way. Really enjoying it. I never expected us to break this far into the playoffs, to be brutally honest with you. I mean, making the playoffs, all right, I saw that coming. The game against the Patriots, it was a rough one. Then against the Texans, I kind of thought, all right, that was going to be it, but we kind of pushed through that one as well. And now we are here, going to be playing the Kansas City Chiefs, led by MAHOMES. On the other side, it's the 49ers and the Falcons battling it out to enter the Super Bowl. I'm not really going to think that far ahead at the moment because I just don't really want to jinx anything. What I will do is I'm going to take a quick look at the roster for the Kansas City Chiefs, but taking a look from a different point of view, from an injury point of view, because I feel like the team, we just played them, and I just need to know if there's any notable injuries. It's just one player missing, that's Trey Smith. He's the right guard, and he's gonna miss this game. So what I will do is I'll just enter the roster and check out who the backups are. Let's take a look at the offensive line. It's right tackle. We've got Jawan Taylor, Javon Foster. Javon Foster might be capable of taking over that left tackle position. Wanya Morris, Josh Jones, Joe Thuney, William Sherman, right guard Trey Smith. This is the one that's missing. So Mac Hawley will certainly not be taken over here, but we could see Javon Foster moving in. Looking at the left tackle, Josh Jones could take over. Not thinking that Sherman would be a plausible option. Billy Price usually don't do that, but a guard can be sort of switched with a tackle, or with tackle or a player from the other side of the offensive line. All right, so we know that they're missing only one player. Everybody else is fit, which is kind of okay. I'd rather play a fully fit team, to be honest. All right, so let's check out the weekly strategy. We're going to be moving through this a little bit quicker, of course. We just played them, so no big analysis needed. The recommendation here is the medium pass. I feel like the short pass has worked quite well for us. The tendencies, 57% passing. Yeah, well, what is this? Short pass attempts. We're usually quite good when we try to limit them in regards to the short passing. But it'll be rough. It'll be a very rough game. I will be going for. I think I'm going to be going with splits all around, D tackles, tier tight. I just don't really want to see any injuries. That is basically my biggest fear right now. All right, so I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to be training the backups right now. I can't really not train anybody, but half pads and backups should give me the least risk of picking up an injury here. We're going to go and run it inside. That will be rough as well, but I do feel it is the right thing to do. On the offense, I am actually going to go with full pad training. But I do think that splits might be a better idea here. For most of these players, just to be on the safe side, not put too much pressure on one position. I don't really want to risk losing any one of these players right now. That would be absolutely fatal. Team profile, again, not much to choose here, not much to do. I will try, let's go for 3 sacks. You know, if they're missing an important player on the offensive line, that might be a good idea. We're going to allow 20 points. Let's be aggressive here. 300 offensive yards. All right, let's just stick with being aggressive. Why not? And we're going to go no sacks allowed. That has worked quite well in the past. Looking at these focus players here, I mean, we're very far into the season, of course, and nearing the end of the season, actually. But I think Barton still deserves to get a bit more training. I didn't want to press that. I still need to remember to press square. We do have another player on the offensive line that could use some help. That is Nicholas Petit-Frere. He's 79 with a normal dev trade. At center, we could focus on Dylan McMahon. Just try and get him trained a little bit higher. Maybe he can replace Aaron Brewer. That could be a possibility unless we really grab a good player in this upcoming draft. All right, enough thoughts. Let's start trading. Thankfully, and I'm gonna light a big candle after this, we have no injuries from trading. I was a little bit scared that something might pop up here, but nothing happened. And I'm looking at where we're gonna spend some points. So we've got the open lanes and run block power boost for left and right guards. Let's just try and get the offensive line improved. That is something that we just need to do. The defense is pretty well established at the moment, so that is something that is working quite well. Upgrade players, I don't expect too many here because the partial trading usually doesn't give them a lot of growth, a lot of experience points. But Amani Hooker is growing quite well here. Really happy with him. Roger McCreary, let's give him some points. He's now in 82. I have to find a solution for Kevin Byard because he will be out of a contract after this season, and I'm a little bit unsure what to do here. I don't want to give him a new deal. He just wants way too much money, but we might go for him in free agency. Try to pick up an interesting prospect in the draft. I don't know. It's a lot of options, of course. Here we go, Josh Whyle. Some of these players growing quite nicely, actually. I am pretty pleased. Jaden Peavy, D-tackle, backup player, 72 rated right now, run stopper. And speaking of the prospects, I added a new draft class. And by new, I just meant an updated version of the one that I was using before anyways. Not a lot has changed here anyways. The top prospects are still there, but the creator has kept working on these players a little bit. What really sucks is that the draft bug still hasn't been fixed at the time of recording, of course. But yeah, I don't think that I will let that hinder me from going into this 2025 draft. It's not such a loaded class as the 23 or 24 draft has been, to be brutally honest with you. Just looking at the top players here, at the top 50. But of course, if we were to look at the replacing players on the offensive line, there are interesting prospects in here. Quite a few good prospects that I think we will snap one of these up. We do have a few picks that we can go for, and we also have a first round pick. So one of these players should be within our reach. And if we convert him to a center, I think we have a very viable addition to the front line. We won't have to wait for the rookie to grow better if you want to do that. Apart from that, there's not a lot of positions that I really feel need to be better. The offensive linebacking position on the left is one of those, of course. Quarterback, I'm happy with what we have. Fullback, happy. Wide receiver, maybe after DeAndre Hopkins leaves. And the center, of course, is also an issue. But for now, I'm going to leave this as is. I will, we're just going to be jumping into the game right now. Here we go. Arrowhead Stadium, a very, very cool stadium here. I mean, Arrowhead Stadium is the is one of the names. The other is GEHA Field. What? I don't even know what that's supposed to mean, but whatever. Here are the teams, of course, showing off the uniforms. We will be facing the Chiefs, and for some reason, I do expect a way rougher game than we had against them in the last week of regular season. First off, it's an away game, and that is going to play a huge factor. It's a playoff game that also factors in, usually buffs opposing teams. And we're missing one of our important players up front. Joe Alt, of course, out with an injury. And I think Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs are intent on giving us some payback for for what we pulled off last time. I mean, 20 versus 3, it was a fantastic game. I'd take that result in a heartbeat, but I'm a little bit unsure if we were able to pull that off. Here we go. Teams lining up, facing off, and we're going to kick off this game with 4 minutes in the first quarter, 25 seconds. I'm going to stop talking. I can't focus if I talk too much. 25-yard line for crying out loud, 4-minute mark, Jesus Christ. All right, inside zone, left-hand side run. Derrick Henry, let's continue here. Let's keep on pounding this. Let's establish a good run game. Derrick Henry, we get another 4 yards. All right, 3rd and 3. Will Levis. What are we going to do? I think we're going to try and hit him with a tight end angle. Going to go with the Rodgers on the super short route. Will Levis has proven to really be capable of pulling stuff off. And there we go. We get a first down. Barton with an injury. Oh, God. Each and every game he injures himself. I have to check his injury rating. This is really crazy, man. Really crazy. I mean, I like him. I like what we drafted here, but the injuries, man. It's only good that we have a solid player. Couldn't get around him. Number 71 was getting pushed back, so we don't really have any gains here on this play. So what are we going to do next? We're going to go with an inside run. Let's try and close the gap a little bit or bridge those 10 yards to pick up another first down. And there we go. Swerving left, right, and here we go. Another first down. Derrick Henry, 4 rushes, 20 yards, 5 on average, jumping around. Pretty happy with his performance. I'm waiting on torn labrum. Crud. That sucks, but okay. Less protection for Will Levis. Let's go with a mesh spot here. Let's give some rest to Spears, who's already tired. Gonna look for Rodgers, gonna look for Chig Okonkwo. And there we go. Great pickup. Nick Bolton. Catch up. And there we go. Number 35 was there. So, unsurprising, probably a halfback inside zone left-hand side. Let's just keep playing our game. Let's just... Whoa! Oh, a nice stiff arm. A light, nice shove. And Chig Okonkwo with an injury. Oh, we're dropping like flies right now. That is not good. That is certainly not good. Holding his hand there. Let's go the dagger, left-hand side run. It's going to be Josh Whyle, of course. My backup tight end. And that is almost picked by number 20. Ouch. That's Reed. Bruce Sternum will not return. Oh, my God. Those are bad news. Very, very bad news. We're going to go the mesh, but I have to use safe plays right now. Hopkins, I've got Ezekiel while he has taken over the starting position. Who's going to get free? And the ball comes loose at the last second. At the very last second. Not great. All right, let's go the drive wide corner here. Gonna be looking for DeAndre Hopkins. Maybe Rodgers. Rodgers is really good. Yikes! Oh, and I went for it. And an injury timeout for Will Levis. Jesus Christ, guys. Can you stop breaking my players, please? Please, guys. All right. Malik Willis with the ball hold. Cameron Dicker puts it into the middle of the goal. So we take the lead 3-0. And we continue. And that's a turnover. That is pretty awesome. We're going to go with a wide corner now. Malik Willis has to be my quarterback. Has to step up to the pressure here as well. And this is it. Amari Rodgers holds on to the ball here. Malik Willis completes his first pass. Had to step up here. Halfback gut. Let's go with this. Left-hand side run. Derrick Henry. Will Levis is back. That is awesome. All right, no big injury. This is good. But he's mounting injuries. I'm not liking what I'm seeing. 3rd and 2. 6 rushes, 33 yards. All right. How do we proceed? We will proceed with the mesh spot. I feel like that might be a good idea. Rodgers or Whyle. Probably Rodgers is the safer receiver out of the two. But, oh, that is thrown out of the sack. 4th and 2. At the end of the first quarter, I'm going to tell you something. What was that? Pass play and an immediate turnover. Pat Mahomes is having a bad time. All right, I'm going to go with a formation now. I'm going to go for a special teams. And I'm going to take this field goal. I'm going to take the points. I'm not going to drop any points in this game here. Off we go. Nice. Cam Dicker puts it between the sticks because, of course, Cam Dicker is my kicker. Had to do it, guys. I had to do it. And here come the Chiefs. And that is the first touchdown for them. All right. We are behind. But at least not everything is lost right now. We've got those 6 points on the board. Nobody can take those away. And we will have to fight. We're going to have to fight hard here. Treylon Burks on that out route. Rodgers. I've got Whyle. I don't think I'll get him, though. Yikes. Poor accuracy. Overthrow number 35. Probably putting pressure on us. Let's go with an inside zone. I think we can try going for a run here with Derrick Henry again. Ezekiel and Whyle are my tight end group at the moment. 3rd and 6. Will Levis. Noise must be crazy loud. He's pointing. He can't hear anything. The crowd is really drowning out everything. I have to speak very loud. Probably too loud for you guys. But it of course has to do with the fact that the crowd chanting is really loud. And I've got headphones on. Really pretty impressive. I love what they did with the crowd here. All right, Treylon Burks, you're up next. Let's go. And we push forward. Taken down here. 2nd and 2. Well done. Again, he's my favorite wide receiver. I don't see any way that he will not be with us and that he will not be keeping that spot. I'd rather push up some of the other players from the, I'm not going to say reserves, but from the, not the practice squad, but just from the lower positions. 5 for 10 today for Will Levis, and I don't know what's happening here. A lot of jumping, morphing going on. Gonna go with Burks here. Spears needs a break, man. He is dead tired. He is tired. And we offset our own player. There was a bump from our own player. Man, that sucks. All right, let's try this from the right-hand side. DeAndre Hopkins, short route run. Whyle might get free. I doubt he will. And there we go. We got the number 6 to kind of turn back, and that is exactly the moment I was waiting for as DeAndre Hopkins celebrates rather strangely, to be honest. Just a quick look at this one here. Just a quick look. Focus on number, where is he? Number 6. Because he was kind of blocking that middle position right there. And I'm waiting. DeAndre Hopkins turns towards the middle, and I keep my eyes on him. And now number 6 turns around, following the run of Whyle. And that opens up for me. Here's the pass, and here's the pickup. And that basically was the whole idea. It's always the mid linebackers. If you can get them to move, then you're going to be somewhat safe. We're going to try same thing again. But now way more pressure. DeAndre Hopkins. I'm going to call a timeout. We've got 22 seconds. Just don't want time running out on us. We're going to go with, again, the verticals. I'm liking this currently. Might try Rodgers. Might try hitting Rodgers. And there we go. Very quick dump. Very quick dump. Another timeout called. We're up to the 6-yard line, and Amari Rodgers really proving. I'm even thinking of using him as my wide receiver number 2. He's so good. It's really good. And very safe, actually. I snagged him from free agency. but he's doing way better than a free agent should be. So really, very happy with this one here. Oh! Yikes. 13-yard line. 6-yard line, 13 seconds. Let's go with the Z spot smash. Let's try put pressure on them. Spears is really dead tired. Can I get Hopkins? Yikes. Almost a pick. 11 seconds. Another incomplete one here. Another incomplete one. All right, best spot. Hopkins, Rodgers, Whyle. I think Hopkins has got to be it. Yeah, it is. 12 versus 7. Hell yeah. And we get another touchdown. Not that we got one already. We had 2 field goals, of course. But this is it. And the veteran proves his worth. Levis has time. The improvements for the offensive line have really worked quite well. And here we go. Off into the second half. And we get the ball again. That is great. We're going to keep running it. We need to manage time. Clock has stopped, of course. So here we go. Hassan Haskins going to be going for a lead block here. Derrick Henry pushing his way forward. 46 yards at the moment. Is it the greatest pickup? Not really. Right, Josh Whyle. This would be Okonkwo, actually. Hopkins has a nice route, though. I like that one. And there we go. DeAndre Hopkins. Great catch. Yutu Gross-Matos picks up an injury here for the Kansas City Chiefs. Halfback base, left-hand side. A tired Tyjae Spears. Am I risking an injury here? Let's hope not. And here we go. Pull back, 6 yards, the gain. And Will Levis. Really proving that he belongs in the NFL. And proving that the second round pick was probably undeserving. I'm going to say probably. He slapped away. 3rd and 4. Michael Ezeki, my 3rd string tight end. Why shallow cross? Same idea, different player. Treylon Burks and Whyle is going to be the short one. And this is perfect. Everybody's going for the blitz. And Josh Whyle completely open. Take a look at this. All the time in the world. Completely free. Shove. Taken down. Didn't expect us to really go very far here on this play. But still. So, Spears is so tired. I feel like I should I should switch Spears for McAdams just for the time being. And also on these positions back here. We will lose a little bit of power here. But I can't really risk anything. I'm going to use Hassan Haskins here. And the power halfback stays the same. Let's try going about it this way. Don't want to have any injuries. Really don't want to have any injuries. And Whyle has learned to hold on to that ball. 127 yards today for Will Levis. 13 versus 7 in the 3rd quarter. Y corner. Not a question, but a shape. And that's Amari Rodgers again with a great pickup here. Man, liking him a lot. Liking this player a lot. Don't know what that means. Tapping his helmet, but whatevs. He was free, held onto the ball, and survived the contact. Very important. Breaks into the final 10. The halfback zone toss. We tried that once. It didn't work. Maybe it'll work here. With a little bit more space to the end zone. Is that the case? Why that didn't work? Nah. Strange. I don't know what that was, but okay. ISO. Let's punch through here. Or do we have a better play call? Let's go this. And so we're going to stick with what we chose here. And Derrick Henry finds some space. Going straight up and Aaron Brewer out with an injury. Holding his knee. Let's hope it's not a permanent one. Inside zone split, halfback zone weak. Which one do we go for? Do we go for a pass play? A lot of options. 38 seconds to think about this. Let's try a wide curl. Or do I go with a quarterback draw? Now, let's try this. We don't have to go all out risking things here. It's not necessary. And that was actually, number 11 was just watching that. Josh Whyle. Really doing well. 20 versus 7. I'm not sure why the Chiefs are playing like this, to be honest. The tackle is there. The reaction time seems a little bit off. And here come the Chiefs, and we stop him again. And we actually convert the 2-point conversion. 21 versus 7. Man, that is madness. This looks like we're going to be entering the Super Bowl. Christ. Never expected that. Derrick Henry. Taken down 2 yards. Timeout called immediately by Andy Reid. We're just going to keep plugging this. Because I want to keep the clock running. Maybe the playbooks are not that compatible. McMahon is actually not doing horribly at the center position. That's number 73. The rookie, by the way. He's not even doing that bad. Kind of expected something worse to happen here. And Derrick Henry in space. In space. Come on, Treylon Burks. And no blocking from Treylon Burks. But an injury. Is that an injury? Come on, man. Come on. I mean, all right. Again, I stand by what I say. Injuries happen. Injuries are a big part of the NFL. And you just need the depth to counter those. Derrick Henry weaving, twisting, turning. We find some beautiful space here up to the 35. Final timeout called. And this is probably going to be it for the Chiefs. Let's go the blunt dive, left-hand side. Derrick Henry. Let's break through here. It is interesting. There are teams that we really struggle against. Look at how the Packers, for instance. Dislocated wrist. All right, so he's out. We're bringing in all of the backup players. Everybody gets a go. Derrick Henry, left-hand side. Again, let's try. Oh, quick stop. 2nd and 10. Will Levis not happy? Let's shape up like this. Run play again. And let's try. Oh, there's some players super tired. We're going to go the dagger now. Whyle will be my main runner now. Looking at him. Ah, blocked. Not blocked, but slapped away again by Reid. 145 yards, 2 touchdowns today for Will Levis. And wholly deserved, actually. Wholly deserved. Let's try the play action double post. Again, I've got Whyle, I've got Ezekiel going a little bit further back. Yikes! Oh, and an injury timeout. Will Levis again. All right, we're going to take this field goal to be on the safe side. Malik Willis again holding the ball here. A lot of injuries for Will Levis at the moment. I'm not crazy about that. Kaboom. There we go. Ball between the sticks, 24 versus, what's his face, 7. And that is that. We slow them down enough. Our offense does the job that they set out to do. Andy Reid shaking his head, man. And we beat the Chiefs. I can't believe it. 24 versus 7. That is crazy. Patrick Mahomes with a better completion percentage, but he did have that interception here. Malik Willis had to step up once. Will Levis, I don't see an injury, so probably nothing bad. 99.5, 145 yards, 56%, 2 touchdowns. Great job. On the rushing side, Derrick Henry, 104 yards rushing. Mahomes had 40-yard rushes. Wow. That is a lot, man. That is a lot. Jesus. On the receiving side, DeAndre Hopkins, important touchdown. Amari Rodgers was important as well. Got stuff done. One drop, though. Then we had Josh Whyle. 1 touchdown, 1 drop. And very important plays here. Treylon Burks out. Chig, Okonkwo out. Let's hope it's nothing bad. Kenneth Murray Jr. with 8 solo tackles. And the total tackles, Kenneth Murray drawn with Justin Reed. Had a good game. Tier chart leads tackles for loss. We had 1 sack before Harold Landry. 1 interception for Sean Murphy-Bunting. What a great job. Well done, defense. I'm accounting this all on our defense, to be honest. It's all on them. 24 versus 7. Let's just let that sink in. But I really feel like our team is just very well set. Very, very well set. Graham Barton out for 4 weeks. He's going to miss the Super Bowl. Oh, that sucks for the rookie, man. Would have liked him to play there. But Joe Alt will be back next week, which is big. That's the Pro Bowl week. After that, it's the Super Bowl week. Let me just take a quick look. Are there any super interesting right guard veteran players that we could bring in to help us out in the Super Bowl? Let me just take a look here. Right guards, it's Michael Schofield with a 70 rating. Now we've got better players. I've got Jawan James, Donovan Smith, nope. Cordell Volson, but he's in the practice squad. Graham Glasgow is the highest rated. AJ Cam. What about their strength raise? It doesn't look that great, actually. Don't really see the need here. I mean, we could bring in George Fant and plug him in there as a veteran instead of using Dylan Redunce. So that might be an option. Put one of the players on the injured reserve and then use veteran George Fant for that position. Could be an idea, right? But he's 74 rated. I'm not sure if he'll really be that much of a difference maker. I'm gonna let that sink in for the time being. For now, I just want to be super happy about this. I mean, it's insane. We're doing so well. And we're doing that with a homegrown team. And this is what I really like the most about all of this. It's a homegrown team. We're just fielding so many players that we pulled up from the ranks that we drafted. So there's no crazy trades that happened. No trade logic abuse or something like that. We're using our own players, and I fully intend to keep doing that in this franchise series. Just use the players we have, grow the players we have, find solutions with players that we have on our team, and that's the basic idea. Loving this at the moment. Jesus Christ, next episode is going to be a Super Bowl episode. I didn't expect that to happen, but okay, we're going to be there. We're either going to be playing the 49ers or the Falcons. Both are rough teams. Both are going to be tricky to play. But, I mean, we beat some great teams along the way. So I'm not going to nitpick here. Let's just hope we can control the injuries. That is my main target. Apart from that, super happy. Hope you enjoyed today's game. If you did, drop a like, subscribe. Means a lot to me and helps the channel, as you know. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. And see you next time.